What's up, everybody? Another episode of Let's Argue. We're going to be talking about baseball to start off the show. Then we're also going to talk about some NFL. The draft just got finished up. It's wrapped up.
It did.
And NBA, the teams that have moved on.
Yeah.
We got a new series. So stuff is getting pretty tight in the NBA, but other than that, sit back, relax, stay tuned. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz.
Feedback.
And then, yes, feedback. I do want to give a little shout out to our listeners. We had the most listeners in 1 week. We got 160 approximately in 1 week listens.
Appreciate all the love.
We're 100 away from breaking 1,000 total plays as a milestone.
Yep.
And yeah, we weren't expecting that, but like it whatever y'all liked in that last episode, please give us some feedback and we'll keep it. Other than that, let's get this stuff started.
All right. So, how was your week?
It was long, but like yesterday kind of made up for all of it, you know.
Yeah, yesterday
long work week, but yesterday was some fun times.
Yep, we spoke about it last episode that we were actually going to be attending the Royals game.
Yes.
Yesterday. So, it was a good game.
Absolutely, yep.
Good game for the other team. Let's say that.
Yeah. I'm just glad it wasn't like
a complete
blowout, but like
yeah.
you could just tell, like, no offense to the Royals, but like the Yankees were just, that was like a practice for them.
Yeah, so
like, it looked like Garrett Cole was just throwing a bullpen session.
Garrett Cole, when it reached about 6, I think he got pulled like right at the 7th inning. Right before the 7th inning.
I yelled some heckling, probably didn't hear an ounce of it. But
yeah, but he by the time he reached the 6th inning, he was at 80 pitches, just about like 79, 80 pitches.
They were just like, yeah, you're good.
And Carlos Hernandez, that had the mound for the Royals, he was already at almost 100. And yeah, so
yeah, it was rough for them yesterday.
Garrett Cole, I know we've kind of talked about Garrett Cole in the past, how his ERA in the past 4 games, this was a previous episode that I'm touching on, has been an ERA over 5.0. And
he's killing it now.
He's doing great. He's doing really, really solid. And it's the Garrett Cole that we all know, the Garrett Cole that Yankees are paying for.
Yeah, I kind of just knew it was probably just a slow start. Some guys are just like that.
Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's what everyone says, right?
Yeah, I mean, with being a starting pitcher, that's a little different story for them. You kind of can't just. Yeah. You don't want to be starting off bad.
Right.
Usually,
well, I mean, if you're Garrett Cole, you can start off bad and then finish great. I mean, but if you're any other pitcher that's getting in the league,
he's well established. If he was like a new guy on the roster, he'd probably be down AAA right now.
But regardless of the fact, Anthony Rizzo, Stanton,
they were striking out quite a bit in the beginning.
Yeah, but they found their rhythm in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th inning.
A lot of, I wouldn't say small ball, but there was not a whole lot of power going on yesterday. And I was kind of sad because
when the Yankees released that lineup, though, like the 1st, 2nd inning was kind of unexciting. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, like DJ Matthew, Josh Donaldson.
Now, with that being said, Royals fans, the game was only 3-0. You guys have absolutely no energy from start to finish.
It was kind of...
I made the Jumbotron.
We both
did. And we
did.
didn't even try that hard.
No, like we...
like
you made it and then I made it.
We did this
right
fist
after.
Pump section, and we were like, in our section when we were section 225.
225,
yeah. And the cameraman's like 2 rows away from us. And we're just like, they're like, everyone start fist pumping. And we're just like, we're looking like Jersey Shore down there. We're like,
oh my God. Yeah. And then it was mostly Yankees fans that was in our section, surprisingly.
Yeah, I was turning to them and I was like, this is depressing. And
yeah,
they were just like, it is.
The Yankees, there was so many fans out there, and like the chants for "Let's go Yankees."
Yeah, it was sad.
Was so
Yankee
loud.
Fans were over the Royal chant, and like Royal fans don't get like into it at all.
No, like there was a couple chants that I heard, very faint, but
your team is ass. But like, I've been to some Oakland A's games.
But it sounded out from the Yankees. Like that was pretty crazy. I mean, everybody knows the Yankees.
So like,
and there's a lot of
I haven't been
fans.
to a regular season Chiefs game yet. I've been to a couple preseason games, so it doesn't really count to see like the environment. But like,
I mean, I heard
where's
Chiefs games.
the energy at for the baseball team, man?
It got left in 2015.
Yeah,
2015.
They held on to that one dearly.
Hey, I mean, that was like their latest championship. Besides,
and you know what? We're getting kind of distant from it. It's been about 7 years. Time flies, but like, them T-shirts are looking a little faded.
Hey, we were just at the Royals pro shop, and they still had.
They're still slapping that
World Series, baby,
World Series
like
badge on there. I'm like, man, we're almost a decade away from that. Like, I think it's time.
We're
to
still
move
gonna
on.
like, hey, Dad, what's this? Let me just sit down. Let me tell you about this pastime. Okay,
you know, you're getting a whole new generation of fans, and like, what happened in 2015?
And
like,
it's 2022, and
only Dad knows.
But regardless of the fact, it was a good game. Bobby Witt, amazing prospect. It just. Yeah. Like him, Salvador Perez, and somebody else, I can't remember his name, but they got 3 hits that night.
I mean, the guys that you want to do good were doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, but, like, there's no, like, I feel like it's kind of dragging down the team a little bit. Being home and you hear Yankee chants in your home stadium, like, for a player, that hurts.
It's tough. It's tough.
That one hurts. Not gonna lie. That one hit. That one hit for me. I'm not even a Royals fan. I was rocking Royals gear because I don't want. I'm just not a confrontational person. I'm gonna walk in with bright orange and black because I'm a Giants fan. If they're in town, absolutely.
I mean, I like Bobby Witt. I think Bobby, that's the only way I would really root for the Royals.
You know what's crazy is I felt like the energy and the enthusiasm was in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, tailgate was
not
up there. Like, let's barbecue, let's cook some dogs, let's cook some burgers.
It almost felt like there was more people at the tailgates than there were in their seats. I think some people actually just stayed in the parking lot.
Hey, it's.
I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know. Royals fans, if you guys just got, you guys get so sloshed and drunk, by the time you get in there, you're just planted in your seat, and you're just like, ugh.
Well, it was pretty, after we ate and we sat down, it was like, okay, I'm just going to get this popcorn, and I'm done. Done. But,
man, if y'all want a little tip, you go to a Royals game, go around center field, get the brisket fries. Other than that,
get the helmet.
Yes, the helmet. Well, you get the helmet with it.
But anyways, regardless, let's kind of move on to the other teams out here. So they sent out the list for leading teams right now. We got the Angels. That's been kind of a shocker.
Yes,
the Angels are in first in their division. For it's been how many years? 8 years.
Yeah, no. It's time.
Yeah.
I don't think the Angels, you have zero excuse this year. You got Trout in his prime.
Well, I don't say zero excuse because it's still beginning of the season. Injuries could still happen.
But I'm saying, if you're gonna do it,
this is the year.
The time is now because Trout's not gonna be around forever. Ohtani is gonna want a big check.
I want a big paycheck, okay?
You might not be able to hold on to him, and
his bat though is absolutely insane.
Noah Syndergaard, you got some
studs.
Yeah, you got some arsenal going on there.
Yeah, Mets they lost their most recent game. They're playing a game right now, but they just lost their recent game, so that made the Yankees be in the top of there.
Yankees are looking.
Yankees started off really bad. They lost their first couple games and
unstoppable. They look invincible right now.
Their bats is just
you can't. Everyone had to see that.
Solid.
You got Josh Donaldson. You got Rizzo. You got freaking
Matthew.
You got the list just goes on.
Yeah, and Other than that, Dodgers. Excuse me, no, not Dodgers, not Dodgers. San Francisco
Is in first. I
is
don't
in
know.
first.
After today's loss, they might be tied for first, or it's a tiebreaker.
True.
Yeah, Giants are doing this. Their typical roller coaster, but they're winning in some of their ugly games. Like that is one thing the Giants are good at is they can win ugly.
Yeah.
They can win ugly. Offense isn't. They just have one of the right now the pitching staff. I mean, is incredible. I think Rendon is actually one of the best pickups that they've done in the past 5 years.
Yeah, Dodgers is in first.
After today, yeah.
Padres are right behind them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a 3-way tie for first in the NL. The NL West.
Yeah, and the Brewers are in first.
It's like a 1-game difference, like between 3 teams.
Yep. No, it's pretty crazy. The Twins are even doing great.
It's early though. Like a lot of these divisions are gonna be like neck and neck until after another month goes by.
I'm still kind of shocked the White Sox have not been.
Yeah,
I mean
but
they're only their team, but still, like the White Sox, how they played
Tampa
last
Bay,
year.
You can't count out Tampa Bay. I mean, Blue Jays right now are killing it as well.
Blue Jays are doing solid.
So with the power rankings that are about to come out tomorrow, I think Giants were sitting at 4 this past week. I think they're gonna move up again. I think they might get the 2
even after the loss with Washington.
I think, yeah, because they were slaughtering Washington before today's game. Washington got the best of them today, but Washington in the beginning of the season, they started off this like huge beef. Like they almost cleared benches because our dude stole from first to home in the 9th inning or something like that. He got thrown out, but like he stole 2 bases before that. But
yeah.
It was the 9th inning. They were only up like 5 runs. There was 2 outs, and like I don't know, Giants felt as if they should probably pile on because they were the away team.
It was that unwritten rule.
Yeah,
again.
the unwritten rule, but like it wasn't no 15-2 type of decision. It was 7-1 or something. Like
that's where I have just an issue because like going back to the slaughter that Chicago did to Pittsburgh, it was like 21-2 or 21 something like that. But like when it's a team like the Pirates, not saying anything about Pittsburgh, I know they have a lot of fans, but like when it goes to something like Washington or
and you're only down 7-1, you're bitching at a team for running it up 9. It was like 9-2 at the end of the day.
That's what I mean. There's got to be like it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I guess, but like why
we're playing professional baseball, man.
Yeah,
these dudes are being paid to perform.
Exactly. But
other than that, I mean, we're kind of off track right now, but
so we're talking about like the best teams right now, the best records. We have to talk about the worst. Cincinnati.
Yes.
The worst start in franchise history.
It's blasted all over the place right now.
I feel bad.
Yeah, but they had to see this coming. They got rid of their best guy.
I feel bad for. I mean, it's pretty sad. But Joey Votto. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We talked a lot of crap about the Rockies, and they're sitting right at the top with the whole rest of the division.
Yeah, but Joey Votto, like, you got a player like that, and you're with Cincinnati.
I think Votto is. I'm not gonna say gonna retire, but it's definitely gonna drive him into retirement. Like, if he wasn't already like on a straight line to retirement right now. He is now.
I mean, I would just say, like, look, man, it's time to hang up this Reds uniform. Or let me go somewhere else.
You know what? This might happen. Come All-Star break, he might not be with the Reds anymore.
Never know. I mean,
I don't think he's worth to keep on that roster. Like, clearly the team is not competitive.
You gave everyone away.
He's not competitive. There's no point in keeping him around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing with Miguel Cabrera. Dude, I don't know why you stuck with Detroit for so long. But
I mean, I know he wants to stay there.
He wants to stay there, but damn.
Hey, that's a hell of a career if he finishes with Detroit. So
if he finishes, I hope Detroit can do something this year. Because, I mean, you got Javier Baez there now. Like, you got a little support.
They're holding that bottom spot in the
So
Central.
they're holding the bottom? Yeah, they're terrible. Okay. Oh, sorry, Detroit. You guys are worthless again.
But other than that, Rangers, look at us. Hey, we're staying there.
Yeah, you guys are sitting right at the bottom. Royals, you guys are like, yeah, you guys are.
You're right there with the
rest
Tigers.
of them. Yeah.
So
the bottom tier of baseball.
But regardless of the fact, big news that happened in MLB. Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer 2-season suspension. I don't understand it. Media actually latched onto that one quickly, obviously.
Well, given all of the accusations and everything like
allegations.
that, like
that's all they have on him. That's all the MLB has on him. Is that he's
just
got sexual assault allegations against him
and domestic
violence. He was already not proven guilty in court.
It's
He
tough.
wasn't proven guilty. That's the saddest part about this is how are we gonna.
Well, he does plan on appealing. I did see that.
But like, who came up with this? Who's doing this?
I don't know. Front office.
Because that basically cut him out of his contract.
Yeah, without pay. So 2 seasons without pay.
He's done. Like that kind of forces him to hang it up.
Well,
if that holds, he's gonna hang it up.
I mean, I don't think he would get it.
I don't see any guy that can sit out for 2 seasons straight without competitively playing for 2 years in your prime. You're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
If you're
Dodgers
lost. You're gonna lose it.
Dodgers lost a stud of a pitcher.
So here's my issue. If he appeals, how quickly are they gonna? And what's the suspension for? I get it.
Well, it said violating the sexual/domestic.
But he didn't violate anything.
But he could. But something along the lines whenever you sign a contract, like something in the terms.
Yeah. You get any allegation, yada yada yada.
Like something could be in the fine line print.
I could show up to work tomorrow and someone could put allegations against me.
That's true. I mean, that could happen to anyone.
But that's what I'm saying is like it's clearly a money motive situation.
Yeah, it's
because he's another. This is what I don't like, and the NFL and the MLB have to fix this. These guys get these contracts. I'm not saying it's gonna happen to Mike Trout or like Tatis, but all these guys that got the big contracts, Rizzo. Yeah. Where does the line get drawn? Where it's like, it's clearly because he just got paid. It's clear as day. He got paid. Boom.
Yeah.
Allegation. Like, come on.
It's just sad. I mean,
I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but like, it just when it's there, I'm just a realistic person.
Yeah.
It's clear as day. It's about the money.
It's tough. I mean, hopefully, they figure something out and, get that all taken care of. But other things that's happening in the MLB right now, Mets are doing solid. Brewers are still doing their thing from last year. Cardinals, it's cool to see Pujols.
We might be making it out to he started his first game for them at first base.
Yeah, so they're doing solid.
2011.
They're doing solid. Mariners are not stopping the momentum, so it's pretty exciting, guys. April is wrapping up, so
it's May now.
Well, yeah, May now.
April is wrapped up. This is the first episode of a new month.
So
welcome.
April's wrapped up. May has started. So this month of baseball is over, and from what we've seen. From both of our teams and from everybody else in the league, it's pretty solid. Some surprising for sure. Others not so much. I really expected the Yankees to do well. I really expected the Mets to do well. I really expected, Dodgers, Padres, Giants, Rockies.
I don't know. Like y'all turned full
180. Circle.
Full 180.
So
just went from being bottom to now you're at the top right now. Beginning of the season, so we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I think we're going to hit a short break.
Yeah.
Short break. Stay tuned.
Anyways, so
we're gonna cover some
NBA
basketball and and some football in this
Yep.
segment. All right.
Yes, we are.
Y'all
So
stay tuned. We're gonna hit basketball first.
let's go straight into this, guys. So, just happened though. Before this weekend even started. So pretty much everybody has moved on to
all
the next
news,
game.
All the series, next
So-
series have started actually already.
Yeah, the next series has started for Golden State, Memphis, and Bucks and Celtics. Tomorrow we'll see Philly and Mavs.
Yeah,
And
Mavs.
Heat and Suns, excuse me. Mavs
Heat.
and Suns, Heat and
The Heat and Sun. That'd be the finals if that was the case.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We got our team
but-
mixed up a little bit.
So, I did pull this up right quick. Let's talk about Bucks and Celtics first. So, Giannis recorded a triple-double.
Yeah,
Giannis did Giannis things. Greek freak.
Man. that dude is-
Absolute just fucking stud, man.
I hope he can. Oh, excuse me. I hope that he can stay for the duration of playoffs.
I'm sure he
I
can.
know for a fact the Bucks are little to nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're terrible without him, but like they will have a rough go.
Now, I wouldn't say, honestly, every single, turnover that Boston had or Milwaukee had,
Mhm.
they played this game so damn well. Boston, though, only recorded, for the whole team, a 33.3 field goal percentage. The whole team. That's pretty... That's not great.
And most guys sit at like 40. Like the
Yeah,
the good
Bucks
beyond the arc
went over
shooters.
40. Yeah, so 41.1 the Bucks recorded. So honestly, this game was completely
Just
won in the paint.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good offensive game for the Celtics. Obviously, they didn't even break 100. They didn't even break 90.
And
I mean,
plus,
they were at 89, but usually in the playoffs, you're breaking 90.
and
every
plus
game.
this was at Boston.
Oh, that's not good for Boston. If you're losing at home, that's never a good sign.
Yeah. So, hell, both home teams lost.
Yeah.
Golden State.
Golden State. I
hit a last-second
mean,
buzzer, and
That buzzer beat, but I know people don't like this, but that's how Golden State is gonna keep moving.
and Golden State is winning the games by just killing
Beyond
it.
the arc, they're the new era playoff team that started this.
Well, Golden State had a
Before Clay and all
48.4 field goal percentage, the overall team.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta think, man. The whole team is shooters.
well, no
Except
matter
for,
what,
Draymond and a
no
couple
matter
other
what,
guys.
every other possession you are finding the bucket.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
Pretty
they are hard to stop. You can't stop a three.
and Golden State, every single game I think that they've played, if I remember correctly in all the stats, they have been ahead in rebounds. They are going for the ball. But,
fast.
Yeah.
They're fast, and Draymond, people don't give that man his credit, man. But
Draymond Green is doing absolutely
he-
solid this playoff season.
he is. If it wasn't for him, because they went without him for a little bit,
Yep.
and it hurt them. And when he came back, he makes that team he's that missing piece that they're always gonna need, and it's gonna suck when he hangs it up, because
Yeah.
those type of defensive players happen once every 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's coming up on that point where he's thinking about hanging it up. And, I don't blame him. He got 3 chips, possibly a 4th on the way. I'd probably hang it up too.
Yeah.
And, you got to think about this. If Curry, Clay, him get their 4th, all 3 of them might sit back and be like, it may be time.
Yeah, it was crazy. But what's even crazier though is that Poole is absolutely just
Poole
killing
led
it.
the team again.
Yeah, 31 points.
And I'm so happy that they found a player like him,
Oh yeah,
because they got to get these replacements soon, because these guys ain't going to be around in the next 5 years.
the biggest thing with Memphis though, John Moran can't do everything.
No, and
he
it's
recorded
clear.
14
Did
for 31.
Steven Adams on the Grizzlies, right? Correct. I believe so.
Yeah,
He's injured, right? Is he out again?
I don't see.
He didn't play in their final game in the last series
No.
because he had COVID protocol or something.
Yeah.
He's a big piece of their team and the reason why they win quite a bit. He's on the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Grizzlies?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play, did he? No. Uh-oh. That's not good for Memphis. We gotta figure out what the hell is wrong with him. No, he's on he's on the Grizzlies. Okay, we just wanted to double check something. Anyways,
But yeah, so
he didn't play again today. That's odd. We gotta.
Well, John Morant though, like I was saying, like he recorded 14 for 31. So out of
he took 31 shots,
and he's only made 14.
That's half.
34.
I mean, that's a little less than half, but like, damn, yo, like that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. But like
he's putting up
that
everything
many shots though.
That means he's literally putting up everything.
I'm just saying that many shots. You got Jordan Poole 12 for 20. You got Steph Curry 8 for 20. I mean, you got Klay Thompson 6 for 19. But each of them, Steph put up 24. Klay put up 15. Wiggins put up 17. Like then you got Poole over here putting up 31. Like
and Curry getting close to 30. Like when you got
like
two
that's
guys
what you
almost
need. But
30-piece McNuggets on you.
Yeah, you got John Morant putting up 34. You got Jackson Jr. putting up 33, and then the next highest is Melton at 14 points. Like
it just
you can't have
out.
you can't have just John Morant doing everything. We saw it with Atlanta versus Miami. Trae Young was trying to do absolutely everything, and that just cannot happen with Golden State being as fast and just so dominant.
You need him to be
beyond the arc
defense.
and in the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden State won it in Memphis. Now, Memphis almost won it
It
at
was a
home.
buzzer beater. Yeah, I mean, it
But
was a buzzer beater.
We'll know more next game.
But that Golden State, them being able to hit the threes is going to be the reason why they probably move on again.
Oh, beyond
I'm not saying that they're going to win this series, but I'm saying like when it comes to being able to win games in a clutch moment, being able to hit a three is going to be the game changer in this series for them.
Now,
other than that, Bucks. If the Bucks keep up what they got going on, Boston is in for a rude awakening.
Well, Bucks and Holiday, they are just absolutely destroying. But Giannis, though, recording a triple-double.
Yes.
First game of going to Boston, just killed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely killed it. That's what you want. And if Giannis can keep that up, going into Boston, what is it? A couple days or Tuesday. Yeah, they should walk away with it.
And then there's another series, right? Dallas is playing who?
Dallas is playing the Suns.
Those two series pretty well.
Dallas beat Utah in Dallas fashion.
After we touch on Dallas, there's a big blow in the East. But Dallas
is since 2011. It's been that long
since they ever got past the first round.
Since Dallas has made it.
Dallas
to the
is
second
a solid
round.
team. Now, what sucks for them is they are playing a shooken up Phoenix team.
So Phoenix
struggled for whatever
not
reason.
taking anything away. Yeah, they did struggle with the Pelicans.
They also did have Chris Paul. I don't think he played the full series in the last series. They actually sat him out, I think, a game or two.
Well, the Mavs was missing Luka for first couple games against Utah.
But I think Chris Paul was hurt. Booker, that's who. I don't think Chris Paul was hurt. It was Booker. Booker was pretty beat up in their last series.
He had some limited time for sure, but the Mavs won.
Yeah, and Mavs were
without
beat up.
Luka.
Yeah, they just had their star guy beat up. So I feel like this matchup is very even across the board. You got two beat up lineups.
Well, I mean, Mavs though, as long as Dinwiddie, Brunson, and Luka just stay on point,
absolutely.
I really feel like the Mavs can take this away.
Yes. Now, can Luka stay healthy?
And
because
can he consistently put up 30? Debatable.
I
think so.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I think that's doable.
In fact, I know
them.
so. Okay.
But can Booker stay healthy for the Suns? Because if Booker ends up out again, or Chris Paul ends up out, one of the two end up out because they kind of need each other in order to pull off what they pull off.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like a 1-2 punch combo. That series is really going to depend on what lineup is going to be healthy through the series.
No, that's a fact. But I mean, it's exciting.
That one's gonna come down to 7, I think. Because I mean, they damn near went 7 with. If they're going 7 with the Pelicans, they're definitely gonna go.
We'll see. Well, no, I think they went 6 with the
They
Pelicans.
went 6. They
Yeah,
damn
went
near.
6.
That's what I'm saying is they almost went full 7.
So,
But with that being said, Sixers,
in Heat.
Embiid is out indefinitely.
Oof.
He is really hurt, pretty bad. They said for sure at first they said indefinitely. I think something just came out earlier today where he's for sure missing the first 2 games, and they're optimistic about him returning for Game 3. Either way, if you go down 0-2, James Harden is just like he's got to do James Harden things. He's done it in the past. He actually, I would say, when it comes down to being a one-man show, he's probably the best in the league.
Who? James
Harden. When it comes to being the dude that's just got to toss it up, he's got pinpoint accuracy when it comes to shooting beyond the arc. His defense lackluster, but they're gonna need him to do what he did when he was on the Rockets.
Yeah, Embiid could return from injuries as soon as Game 3 or Game 4.
Yeah. So with that being said, Sixers now look like a non-favorite.
Yeah, that's a huge blow, and Miami is looking tough as nails right now.
I just feel bad for the Sixers because there's the super talented team coming out of the East, and then injuries happen. Last year it was Simmons.
Yeah, and they're about to go against a stacked
This year
Miami
it's
Heat.
Embiid getting hurt. They're going against probably one of the best teams coming out of the East. Lineup wise, they're playing a really fast team.
Yeah.
And to have your big man out against a team that's really fast is going to be rough.
And Jimmy Butler's going to go just absolutely in.
Yeah, and he was killing it again. Trae Young came out and said the best defense he played was against the Heat.
Yeah.
He felt like he was locked down the whole game.
That's going to be...
That says a lot for a player to come out and say, the hardest defensive team he's ever played was the Heat so far.
Yeah.
And, it says a lot because that team, one, is very fast, and they can put up some numbers.
No, yeah, and it's going to be a good series, but I really
heavily defensive.
I really feel like Miami's going to pull this one through.
Yeah, Miami's really good. I think it's going to come down to the Bucks playing them to make it to the finals.
So,
Boston just doesn't look good right now.
I know these 2 games have already been played. Bucks won the first. Golden State won theirs.
Yeah.
Predictions on making it to the Eastern Western Conference Finals.
I think this is how Game 1 just went today for the Warriors. To win in Memphis right off the bat to start the series off.
So you think Golden State?
Golden State. I mean, I'm a Golden State fan. But I think it's clear as day now.
So who do you think is going to meet them in the conference finals?
Who we got coming out of the list? So we got
Suns or Mavs?
I'll probably just to be realistic, probably the Suns.
Mm.
But if the Suns, Booker's beat up, and if the Mavs can take the Suns deep, because it's probably gonna be a back and forth battle, if they can hang on and go deep with the Suns, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas is in it. I would not be surprised one bit, but if depending on how each lineup looks and what shape they're in, and if right now, Sixers were big favorites, and they might not make it just because they have your big man out in playoffs is just not gonna. It doesn't work out very well.
So
Luka is the centerpiece. If Luka can actually go 100%, stay in. Not come out,
So you're saying
come
Mavs?
out for a fucking sip of water. That's about it. He's gonna have to stay on the damn court.
Hey, Luke, I need you to play 45, 50.
Yeah.
Okay, stay there.
Stay there, bud. If you want your team to make it, you better stay on the court.
So you say Suns and Warriors?
Yeah, just realistically.
I'm gonna say Mavs and I'm going to say Mavs and Warriors.
This is hilarious because when it came down to the NFL season, his team had to play mine, and his team just brain cells were fried.
Yeah, so I fully believe though the Mavs are going to beat the Suns. I fully believe it.
It is very doable.
We did not have Luka and we beat Utah twice.
Yeah. That is a big statement.
I say we. I'm not. But you know when I have a jersey, okay,
your
yeah.
team that you root for.
So, but out of the East, I'm gonna have to
It's
like.
gonna be Bucks and Heat.
I really honestly feel like Boston.
You think Boston after just getting?
I know what just happened.
Again?
I know what just happened. I fully know that.
Game
but
1 is a statement.
here's the
game.
thing, though. So with Memphis, I'm going back to the West. Memphis
like
and Timberwolves. Memphis started off so bad.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Like 90% of the time, you can base how a series is gonna go after the first 2 games. If the first 2 games, let's say one team wins, the other team wins, and the series is tied 1-1 at the beginning of the series, you can usually guarantee it's going to go all the way down to the final game. Now, if, like, for example, Memphis goes down 0-2, I think Warriors are going to just drag them straight out of the playoffs.
I really feel that Boston, yes, they lost the first game at home. That's tough. That is tough. But we're talking about Boston that just 4-0'd Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Swept Brooklyn.
I mean, then again, like Brooklyn.
No, I'll say that again. Brooklyn is solid. Kyrie, Kevin Durant.
What happened? Like they just we know what happened. They had one of the worst playoff performances in
the postseason right now.
Yeah.
They had the worst performance. But like I just honestly really truly feel that Boston this first game, do not count Boston out by any means. No. But
if they come out and win the next game,
they are playing a stacked up Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, Giannis literally just had a triple-double in Boston. That's absolutely insane. But, you know, we'll see. I say Celtics and Heat. I see that. I see that happening.
I see it.
Heat, I don't think anyone in the East can stop them. But, I mean, besides either Celtics or Bucks.
The Heat were just in it a couple years ago. And they look even better than they did a couple years ago.
Jimmy Butler just looks absolutely insane.
Yeah. And now, moving on, I would say that's pretty much it for
basketball. I would say for basketball, I mean, this is the beginning of the next series, so that's our predictions. Let us know what your predictions are.
Some of these teams might get swept this week.
But we're going to go ahead and segue over to football, man. So
yeah. Football, obviously the draft just wrapped up. Me personally, I don't think anyone really cared for this draft.
You know, I think they cared about like the first. I mean, obviously first round. Like there was some good defensive.
Defensive guys, but like no one really traded up or down. Obviously Marquise Brown got traded.
Marquise Brown getting traded, and then also
what team did he go to? Cardinals, right?
Yep, Cardinals.
That was a huge. That was major. I'm not gonna lie. You got AJ Green, Marquise Brown, and D Hop now. The Cardinals are looking nice offensively, and you still got James Conner in the backfield. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's elite, but like he's good.
The Cardinals are looking pretty fine. They are looking mighty
nice. Fine. Other than that, Debo didn't get traded.
Tennessee
traded away AJ Brown because apparently Tennessee only offered $16 million a year. He was asking for 25 flat.
Fly Eagles fly, man. That would have got me hyped if I was an Eagles fan.
Eagles said we'll give you picks, we'll pay him, done deal. I mean, it was so.
They paid him like what, $26 million a year.
Yeah, it was pretty, and he got like 70% of his contract guaranteed. Like it was pretty big. It was close to that, but yeah, it was a good little chunk. That was just an estimate.
He wanted to stay at 16, but like that was just he said it himself.
So like
it was just way too low.
People roasted it, and they're like, he's like, it wasn't my, because he came out, he's like, it wasn't my fault. We just, business is business, and some people were like, well, if you wanted to be on a team that was actually going to win, you take a pay cut so you can keep guys on the team.
Well, I mean, regardless of the fact, though, it's a business.
It's a business. You know, I get it. Some people are.
I mean, not everyone has that TB12 mindset of let me not arguably be one of the just.
I think TB12 people should actually look at his example and look how long his career went because of what he did.
Yeah.
Like, cool, you're being paid, but now you're the only guy on the team that's paid. No one else is. TB12 thinks a lot deeper into it. I get it, NFL career is not forever, but like, goddamn, y'all, it's millions of dollars. Like, you still getting paid millions.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's not like they lowballed. I guess you can call it lowball. It's not like they said, hey, AJ Brown, $10 million a year. Obviously, you're not going to do that to a guy.
Well,
But
I mean,
if I was in his situation, I'd just let the team make an offer. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'd take it.
it's easy to say that. Like, I fully
long as
see
I'm
where
not
he's
being-
going. I fully
yeah.
see where the other side is going as well. But like, at the end of the day, like if you're
You got to think of it like
performing at a
this.
high level,
You got to think of it like this. If he was smarter, he'd negotiate a big short contract, and then wait for them to get some surrounding pieces, and be like, hey, now let's slap the long term in there.
yeah.
But like,
it's-
instead of just getting something knocked out so you can be on the team and probably put some other guys around you, I don't know. It just,
but
it's
honestly though,
odd.
like thinking of him going into
Philly looks
Philadelphia.
nice now.
yeah, but here's the thing. Like I have
I
actually
didn't look
said
at
this in the
Philly's picks
past.
and like what they addressed in the draft, but
But I have said this in the past that, Jalen Hurts, like, I am a fan. I am a fan of him.
like let's be real.
But you got someone like A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but let's be real. Lately, in the last like 5 years, it's been really easy for teams to let one guy go and just draft the next one. Because like everyone knows, you look at what? Clemson, Alabama. What do they produce? Receivers. You
Yeah.
just look at them and you're like
Oklahoma too.
Yeah. You look at them and you're like, receivers coming. Someone's producing a receiver.
Yeah, it's but A.J. Brown's just such a high caliber.
And this
You know
year,
he's going to perform.
I don't think I've seen so many random colleges mentioned in a draft in my whole life.
I will always represent.
I've seen some really weird fucking colors. This
I will
year.
always represent University of Texas
like you
Longhorns,
didn't
but
see barely anyone get drafted out of there.
there was not one person drafted out of University of Texas.
like this was a terrible draft. Like it was
Um,
bad.
But I mean,
What Malik Wilson went to who? Like he went late,
he went late,
and he was considered one of the better quarterbacks.
To be honest, though, like the whole pretty much first round, it was a lot of defensive ends,
Like I don't
defensive
think
players,
in a
and
very long time I haven't seen a first round go like that.
yeah, it was
Like
it was pretty
I don't
crazy.
think there was a quarterback that came out of the top 10 picks.
Not
one.
in top 10. I think the earliest quarterback that got picked up was the gentleman out of
You always see a
Pittsburgh.
quarterback within the first 10 picks, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, but
Didn't happen.
yeah, I think the earliest pick was Pittsburgh Steelers picked up. I cannot remember his name, but he got picked up.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. Yep,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
and like, I mean, it's sad. they made a joke about Mason Rudolph. They're like, they drafted 2 quarterbacks in the past 2 years.
Yeah. And then I guess
Rudolph days are limited.
Mike Tomlin has openly said that.
You got Trubisky and Pickett. Like,
But
obviously they're bad.
Mike Tomlin has said that he has potentials to be Week 1 starter.
Yeah, I mean they drafted him for a reason.
Yeah, they drafted him for a reason. They brought
You know
over
who
Trubisky.
threw me off, and I'm not pissed at it, but like, yeah, I mean, did you keep tabs on your team and who they drafted?
Quite a bit. Picked
We-
up Tyler Smith out of Tulsa, first round.
Yeah, Niners. Early. Didn't really address a whole lot.
Yeah.
Early in the draft, they drafted another running back.
Yeah, I did
and
see that. I saw
That
Buffalo.
was so
even
odd.
Did you see the? You see the gentleman that got picked?
And then we
Buffalo.
picked up all our secondary in the undrafted free agents, and we picked up
Oh, by the way, speaking of the draft
secondary
though.
in the final round.
Speaking of the draft, though, so New Orleans, they were attempting to find a free safety, a safety out of this draft. They weren't able to find anybody, so they have said that they are reopening discussions with Tyrann Mathieu
Yeah, not a whole lot of secondary got drafted.
But I mean that's huge though. So Tyrann Mathieu still has not been.
I feel like this is the year for like undrafted guys. Like
they're like
there's a
my
lot.
time to shine.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of undrafted guys this year. Like the draft.
But Tyrann Mathieu though not being picked up yet. That
that
whatever this
clears
contract with
the-
New Orleans,
yeah,
like hey, I'm
it's-
gonna just stamp.
He's gonna end up on an unexpected team. I think now because you got to think of this.
I see
Niners
him with
didn't-
New Orleans though.
Niners-
He's born and raised New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he already said he's not going there. So
yeah, but they're reopening. Could
I
be.
think he might end up on the Ravens. But Niners
see
already.
that.
Niners did not draft. They used like one of their last picks for a safety, and we're losing Tart. That's like Pro Bowl safety.
Yeah.
Tyrann Mathieu hasn't been offered anything by the Niners yet. We didn't really spend any money on secondary.
So you think 49ers will jump in on Tyrann Mathieu?
Niners might dip in late.
Dip the toes in.
Yeah, they might dip late, making. I don't know if they've already made an offer. I haven't really kept tabs on that situation.
No, I mean the draft just got done, so everyone's still.
Yeah, and you
Like-
got to think of it like this: some guys they get drafted, and then they still might get traded. Yeah,
Never know.
Like this, or get cut, stuff like that. Not a lot. A lot of these guys that got drafted might get cut. I think they just kind of like we're gonna just give you an opportunity type of thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these guys, it's looking rough.
But we'll see. You never know. You might find some needle in the haystack. But other than that,
Other than that, guys, we pretty much tapped on everything. Stay tuned on the Deebo Samuel situation. It's not over.
Deebo for sure.
That is like the headline of the NFL right now.
And what Tyler just said, stuff can happen this week. I mean,
Yeah,
the draft is over.
Draft is
so
over now. and
anything can happen right
off-season
now.
programs are about to start.
Yep.
Stuff's about to get crazy.
But one more time, just appreciate all the love.
Oh yes, please. I hope we get a turnout like we just did in the past week. That was amazing.
It is much appreciated. I hope. You guys are enjoying. We are still upgrading every single week. Hopefully, you guys are liking all of the content that we're bringing. If you have any suggestions, feedback, anything.
Yep.
Let us
You guys already know what to do. Other than that, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, like it, comment, leave us something. Give us some positive feedback, please. Don't be negative in the comments. We will immediately make sure that you are gone. Other than that,
Be a friend, tell a friend.
One love.